There's a certain magic to the Mediterranean. It's not just in the shimmering blue water or the ancient olive groves that cling to the hillsides. No, the real magic, the soul of this place, is found on a plate. It's in the food. The food tells a story of history, of family, of resourcefulness. It's a cuisine built on simplicity, where the quality of a single tomato or a drizzle of olive oil can elevate a meal to something truly sublime. So, I want to take you on a little journey with me. We're going to travel around this incredible sea, not by boat, but by fork. We'll uncover some of the legends, the iconic dishes that define their homelands. Are you ready? I hope you're hungry because our adventure is about to begin. Our first stop is Greece, a land of gods, myths, and a dish that is truly legendary, moussaka. This isn't just food, it's a taste of the Mediterranean sun, a story told in layers. The modern version we adore was conceived in the early 20th century by chef Nikolaos Tselementes, who introduced the creamy French-inspired bechamel, elevating a humble casserole into an icon of Greek culinary elegance. This is a masterpiece, a culinary epic. Imagine sinking your fork through that cloud-like topping of rich, creamy bechamel baked to a perfect golden brown. It gives way to a hearty filling of ground lamb, slow-simmered with sweet tomatoes, onions, and a surprising hint of cinnamon. The foundation is built from velvety slices of eggplant, which absorb the savory juices, creating a perfect, comforting bite every time. From Greece, we travel east to the Levant, a region of ancient cities and shared culinary traditions. Here we find a dish that has conquered the world, yet remains deeply rooted in its homeland: hummus. And I mean hummus, the kind that is so impossibly smooth it feels like velvet on your tongue, a world away from grainy supermarket tubs. It's a dish that inspires fierce pride, with nations passionately claiming it as their own culinary treasure. The secret lies in its profound simplicity. It all starts with chickpeas, cooked until fall-apart tender. Then comes high-quality tahini, the nutty soul of the dish. A bright kick from fresh lemon juice and a whisper of garlic complete the quartet. When blended, often with ice water to achieve a signature whipped fluffy texture, these humble ingredients transform. It becomes a creamy canvas for a pool of golden olive oil and a dusting of paprika, ready to be scooped up with warm pita. But the Levant's treasures don't stop there. Let's explore a dish that embodies freshness and ingenuity: fattoush. This is no ordinary salad, it's a vibrant mosaic of textures and flavors. It's often called a bread salad, born from a desire to waste nothing. Farmers would use up stale pita bread by toasting it and tossing it with whatever fresh vegetables were on hand, turning leftovers into a celebrated meal. A classic fattoush features crisp lettuce, juicy tomatoes, cool cucumbers, and sharp radishes, all brightened with handfuls of fresh mint and parsley. But two elements truly define it: the crispy pita chips that add a delightful crunch, and the dressing. It's a simple vinaigrette of olive oil and lemon juice, made magical by one key ingredient: sumac. This deep red spice imparts a unique tangy flavor that ties everything together, making each bite a refreshing explosion of taste. Our journey begins on the sun-drenched coast of Valencia, Spain. This is a land of citrus groves and sprawling rice paddies surrounding the Albufera Lagoon. It was here that one of the world's most iconic dishes was born, not as a feast, but as a simple, hearty lunch for farmers. They would gather what they had on hand from the countryside, cook it over a crackling fire of orange branches, and share it straight from the pan. This communal meal is the true soul of paella, and true paella valenciana is a tradition protected with fierce pride. Forget the seafood version many tourists know. The authentic recipe is a sacred text, calling for specific local ingredients: tender rabbit and chicken, flat green beans, and the prized garofo, a local lima bean. The rice itself is crucial: short-grain bamba rice, which absorbs 3 times its volume in rich, saffron-infused broth without turning to mush, becoming a perfect canvas for the flavors of the land. But the true mark of a master, the part fought over by families, is the sakarat. As the liquid evaporates, the chef turns up the heat, listening for a telltale crackle. This is the moment the bottom layer of rice toasts against the pan, creating a crispy, chewy, intensely flavorful crust. It's not burnt, it's perfectly caramelized, a treasure of texture and taste. That, my friends, is the prize. Now, our voyage takes us across the Strait of Gibraltar to the magic of North Africa. Welcome to Morocco. Here, your senses are captivated. The call to prayer echoes through labyrinthine medinas, and the air is thick with the intoxicating perfume of cumin, coriander, and ginger. In this kingdom of spices, one dish reigns supreme, a culinary emblem of the nation, the tagine, named for the iconic pot in which it's cooked. This conical pot is a masterpiece of ancient Berber engineering, designed to cook with minimal water in an arid climate. As the stew simmers, steam rises into the cool cone, condenses and trickles back down over the ingredients. This self-basting cycle creates a convection of flavor, slowly tenderizing tough cuts of meat until they are impossibly succulent. It's a slow cooker, perfected centuries ago, a testament to incredible resourcefulness. And the results are spectacular. Imagine tender, fall-off-the-bone lamb with the sweetness of apricots, the crunch of almonds, and the bright notes of cinnamon and saffron. Or a zesty chicken tagine with preserved lemons and olives. The combinations are endless, reflecting Morocco's rich history. Served with fluffy couscous or crusty bread to mop up every drop of fragrant sauce, a tagine isn't just a meal. It's an invitation into the heart of Moroccan hospitality. We must return to Italy. In the chaotic, vibrant city of Naples, we find pizza napoletana. Forget everything you think you know about pizza. True Neapolitan pizza is a thing of beauty, simplicity, and strict rules. It is soft, elastic, and foldable, with a tall, airy crust. It must be cooked for no more than 90 seconds in a wood-fired oven heated to a blistering 485 degrees Celsius. It is, quite simply, perfection on a plate. Let's sail to the island of Cyprus, where cultures have met and mingled for millennia. Here we find halloumi, a cheese unlike any other. What makes it utterly unique is its high melting point. You can grill it, fry it, and it won't dissolve into a gooey mess. A classic is to serve it with sweet, juicy watermelon in summer, a perfect combination of salty and sweet, warm and cool. And now, for our grand finale, a dessert that's less a pastry and more a treasure of culinary architecture. Baklava. We begin with the layers, the heart and soul of this creation. Imagine dozens of sheets of phyllo dough, stretched so impossibly thin you can read a newspaper through them. This is a skill passed down through generations, a dance of flour and water. Each delicate sheet is lovingly brushed with clarified butter, building a foundation that will bake into a shatteringly crisp golden brown masterpiece. Tucked between these ethereal layers is a generous filling of finely chopped nuts. While pistachios are the prize of Turkish Gaziantep, a city famous for its baklava, other regions prefer the rich taste of walnuts or the sweetness of almonds, often scented with a whisper of cinnamon or clove. Once assembled and scored into its characteristic diamond or square shapes, it's baked to perfection. But the true magic happens in the final moments. A fragrant syrup, a carefully balanced concoction of sugar, water, and lemon, sometimes infused with honey or rosewater, is poured over the hot pastry. Listen closely, and you can hear the sizzle, the sound of the baklava eagerly drinking in the sweet liquid, ensuring every single layer is both crisp and decadently moist. Its history is as layered as the pastry itself, with roots stretching back to the Byzantine Empire and perfected in the imperial kitchens of the Ottoman Topkapi Palace. Today, it is the undisputed star of celebrations across the Levant, the Balkans, and beyond. It's a food of immense joy, a symbol of hospitality and prosperity, served at weddings, birthdays, and religious festivals. To be offered a piece of homemade baklava is to be welcomed as family. From this sweet, sticky farewell, we pull back to see the vast, sun-drenched tapestry we've explored together. Our whirlwind tour has taken us from the bubbling pots of shakshuka in Tel Aviv to the fragrant steam of a bouillabaisse in Marseille, from the crisp, savory brick of Tunisia to the hearty cevapi of the Croatian coast. We've tasted history in every bite, discovering how a handful of simple, honest ingredients can become legendary dishes that tell the profound stories of their people and places. What is the thread that connects them all? It is the philosophy of the Mediterranean table. It's a deep respect for what the land and sea provide. The liquid gold of olive oil, the sun-ripened tomatoes, the fragrant herbs, the fresh catch of the day. But more than that, it's a way of life. It's an invitation to slow down, to silence the noise of the modern world, and to gather your loved ones. The greatest joy of this food is not just in the eating, but in the sharing. These dishes are a catalyst for connection, for laughter that lingers long after the plates are cleared, for memories made around a shared meal. This is not just a diet. It's a celebration of life itself, a daily ritual of gratitude and community. It's a reminder that the most profound pleasures are often the simplest. So we leave you with this invitation. Bring this spirit into your own home, try a new recipe, seek out the vibrant flavors we've shared, and create your own Mediterranean moments. Pull up a chair, raise a glass, and join the greatest, most delicious celebration on earth. Your seat at the Mediterranean table is always waiting. Buon appetito, afiyet olsun, kali oreksi.